Also, according to Muslim historians, Muhammad had 12 wives when he died. 622 is a significant date for Muslims. It is known as the year of the Hijrah, or the migration from Mecca to Yathrib, which later became Medina. This is where they established their first real Islamic community. The Muslim calendar begins its history from July 16th, 622, the first day of the lunar year in which the Hijrah took place. In Medina, he preached about Allah and monotheism and urged all people to return to the true faith of Abraham. At that time in Medina, he would pray facing Jerusalem, as did the Jews who were very populous in the city. He preached about repentance, one God, and forgiveness of sins. His first sermon in Medina was on a Friday. Therefore, Islamic congregational worship occurs on Fridays. Gradually, however, the Jews began to disapprove of him and his movement. He confronted them and told them they misread the scriptures. This enraged the Jews in the region, and finally one day while praying, he suddenly changed his direction and faced Mecca. He said the Kaaba in Mecca was the true place of worship since it was built by Abraham. To this day, all Muslims are supposed to face Mecca when praying. After 2 years in Medina, the Muslims were not faring too well financially, and that, combined with mild persecution, prompted a revelation to occur, which gave Muhammad permission to raid passing caravans. This he did, and Muslim financial problems were quickly solved. Soon afterwards, there was then a significant battle at Badr, where Muhammad, with 350 men, defeated an army of 1,000 men. This boost gave confidence to the Muslims. It encouraged more converts and made the Quraysh even more uneasy. In the 5th year of the Hijrah, the Quraysh tried to destroy the Muslims but failed. By now the Muslims were too strong and the Quraysh never again tried to defeat them. Muhammad then set his sights on Mecca. At one point in 628, Muhammad took 10,000 men and entered Mecca unchallenged. The leader of the Quraysh converted to Islam. From there, Muhammad's movement gained further momentum. In 631, 2 tribes joined Muhammad. They were the Hijaz and the Najd. From this time on, many battles occurred. In 625, there was the Battle of Uhud. In 627, the Battle of Trench. In 628, Muhammad signed a treaty with the Quraysh tribe. In 630, Muhammad had conquered Mecca, and he had destroyed all the idols in Mecca. In 632, Muhammad delivers his last sermon, later falls ill, and dies in the presence of his favorite wife, Aisha, and his father, Abu Bakr. He was buried in Medina in his own house. His father-in-law, Abu Bakr, then became Caliph, the religious leader of Islam.